Valley Viaduct, or the Balcombe Viaduct, carries the Brighton Main Line over the River Ouse in Sussex, England. It is located to the north of Haywards Heath and the south of Balcombe. Known for its ornate design, the structure has been described as probably the most elegant viaduct in Britain. Construction of the Ouse Valley Viaduct commenced by the London and Brighton Railway Company. The beginning of 1839. It was designed by the principal engineer for the line, John Urquhart Rastrick. The architect of the London to Brighton Railway, David Mokata, is often associated with the ornate stonework, but an 1843 contemporary report on the construction of the viaduct makes no mention of him, and neither does a drawing of one of the pavilions in a collection of Rastrick's drawings. The viaduct is 96 feet 29 meters tall and is carried on 37 semicircular arches, each of 30 feet, 9.1 meters, surmounted by balustrades, spanning a total length of 1480 feet, 450 meters. Each pier contains a jack arch with a semicircular soffit, which had the benefit of reducing the number of bricks required. On 12 July 1841, the viaduct was officially open to train services, although the finishing details were not fully completed until the following year. Despite the structure's fine design, materials, and architectural features, the viaduct has had an expensive and problematic history. The first major restoration work occurred during the 1890s, during which sections of the original brickwork were entirely replaced in the belief that this would increase the structure's strength. However, the viaduct suffered considerable decay during the majority of the 20th century. By May 1983, the viaduct had been recognized as a Grade II * listed structure. Between March 1996 and September 1999, the viaduct was subject to an extensive restoration by National Rail, infrastructure owner Railtrack. This work was part funded by the Railway Heritage Trust, English Heritage and West Sussex County Council. In July 1837, an Act of Parliament was passed, which gave the London and Brighton Railway Company assent to construct its proposed railway line between London and the south coast. The route selected, which was surveyed by a team headed by Sir John Rennie, was fairly direct, but had the downside of crossing over some relatively hilly terrain. As a consequence of a decision to limit gradients along the line to 1 in 264, the construction of a total of 5 tunnels and 3 viaducts was necessary. Construction of the new line commenced in July 1838. Work to build the ornate viaduct began during the following year. It was designed by the principal engineer for the line, John Urquhart Rastrick, and the original contractor appointed for its construction was Benjamin Bayliss. For the accepted contract tender was £38,500, equivalent to £4.42 million in 2023. The viaduct was designed as an elegant structure, being around 1,600 feet 500 meters in length and carrying a straight line over 37 identical arches. Each of these semicircular arches had a span of 30 feet 9.1 meters and was supported upon tapered red brick piers, for each pier was almost divided into 2 separate halves by 9.8 foot 3 meters, vertical voids, capped by semicircular rings at the top and base, as a weight-saving measure. This approach is credited with giving the structure a slender appearance, for the foundation of each pier is provided with 2 courses of inclined footings, which have a total depth of just over 3 feet 3 inches 1 meter. The viaduct is mostly composed of traditional red bricks topped with smooth limestone. The contrast between the 2 materials effectively highlights the deck and upper elements of the structure, although the limestone has been subjected to considerable weathering and staining since its original installation. The brickwork and the limestone elements have been replaced over time to maintain the structure's integrity, extend its operational life, and restore its appearance to better resemble its original state. At its highest point, the Ouse Valley Viaduct is 96 feet 29.3 meters above the river. Located between Haywards Heath and Balcombe, the Ouse Valley Viaduct offers quite a dramatic view. A structural marvel, the viaduct was originally built in 1838 to carry the London-Brighton line over the River Ouse. It has been estimated that around 11 million bricks were used in construction, with almost 17 million passenger journeys being made across the viaduct every year. It strikes an elegant silhouette over the beautiful high-wheeled area, and is a must for all photography fans. Standing at 29 meters tall, the viaduct has 37 arches stretching 450 meters across the Ouse Valley and over the River Ouse. Visit early or later for a quieter experience. Park at Ardingly Reservoir and take a picturesque walk through the trees and nature reserve to the viaduct, then explore the pretty village of Cuckfield afterwards. There have been various claims that many of the estimated million bricks used in the construction were produced as far away as the Netherlands. No primary sources are cited with these claims, and they are at odds with the contemporary newspaper reporting and the London and Brighton Railway Company's own meeting minute books held at the National Archives.